The overall vision is the same as the forehand volley. An air shot that is executed close to the net, with which I am going to try to either win the point or generate an imbalance so that the ball comes to me more easily and I can win the following point. The waiting position is the same as for the forehand volley. The position of the feet should be shoulder width apart and the knees slightly bent to achieve a slightly lower centre of gravity. This allows you to have good mobility. Eyes must look forward to get a good reading of the play, and hands should be in front of the body and high above the waist to be able to react quickly. The recommended grip is the continental grip. Although, if the ball speed allows it, you can use a slightly corrected grip to the east backhand, which will give you more power and control. The preparation for the backhand volley will consist first of rotating the shoulders and hips in order to get the necessary strength to execute the shot. The backswing of the paddle bat should be short without exceeding the shoulder of the arm executing the shot. The non-dominant hand should hold the paddle bat by the core so that the head of the paddle bat should be above the hand. The stopper should be pointing to the opposite foot. If you are right-handed, the movement should start with a small side step with the left foot. This movement will help you to transfer your weight and adjust your position to receive the impact. From this point, you should move diagonally towards the net. This will shorten the trajectory of the ball. The impact should coincide with the step of the right foot. The impact will be in front of the body and it must coincide with the step you are taking towards the ball at that moment. The non-dominant hand will move backwards to balance the body. Completion is the result of transferring the weight of the body to the ball. At impact, the trajectory of the paddle should be forward, pointing towards the opponent's court. The non-dominant hand should be stretched out in order to balance and generate the necessary power. The players will play backhand volleys moving in the same direction along the net. The objectives of this practice are point of impact, feet adjustment, and control. In this practice, you can see how the players set the point of impact in front while the incoming ball is adjusted. You should be aware of the position of both players. It is a flex position in order to control the movements and the strike. This practice is similar to the previous one. The difference is that players must move to the opposite edges of the court. Then they must meet in the centre of the line court. The practice ends when one of the players makes a mistake. The objectives are the same. Point of impact. In this case, the non-dominant hand has a leading role. The stroke is longer because it reaches the ends. Feet adjustment. The feet must be adapted to the received ball. And finally, control. The control of the ball must be more demanding as the players get further away from the ball. In this practice, the volley player should hit a backhand volley attending to 3 zones: red, yellow and green. The receiver should play over the server's backhand volley. The objectives of this practice are technical control of the stroke and control of the speed changes of the stroke. In this practice, the player will be seated on a chair. From this position, the player will move forward to hit a backhand volley. Once the shot has been executed, the player will return to the previous position on the chair. The goal of this practice is to train the movements and the split step, the stop prior to the start of the shot. During this practice, you should pay attention to the gravity centre, which should be low to find a more powerful volley.
Hola a todos, soy Ale Galán y bueno, vengo a explicar la volea de revés, mi golpe favorito. Tratamos de golpear siempre bien delante del cuerpo para que la fuerza no haga falta hacerla todo con la mano, sino con el giro del cuerpo, impactando bien delante. Luego tratamos de dirigir la bola en función de cómo se colocan los rivales, y el golpe siempre viene siendo en inercia de arriba a abajo, para que al cortar la bola y entrar un poquito raspándola, muera en el cristal. Espero que os hayan servido estas imágenes y este pequeño tip de la volea de revés y nos vemos por las pistas.